No, because my father was a jazz pianist, but he died when I was quite young, so there was no pressure coming from him. He just like left a lot of instruments when I was growing up, and my brother was playing piano, and he was very cool with me. He was just encouraging me, never forced me or anything. So that's why I got into music quite late, I think, and had a lot of passion for it because I was 17, 18. A lot of people who were forced into music as a child, and then they don't like it because it was too much discipline. It ruins the passion. Bill Evans, one of my favourite jazz pianists, says that he doesn't like. When he was alive, he said he never used to force himself to practice. He only played if he actually felt like he wanted to, almost as if to preserve that love for the music. No, I think my brother recorded me singing when I was a child, like 9 or 10. But I don't know what happened to the recordings, like singing some Otis Redding songs or something. But the first time I sort of did it for myself was, I think, I was like 16 or 17. I bought myself a 4-track, a tape recorder, and just experimented with it. Yeah, I was quite happy to have a go at composing stuff as soon as I started experimenting with the guitar or something. Writing came very naturally to me. I think just a very honest portrayal of emotion in song. You know, I really wanted to just express my feelings how exactly, as directly as and purely as I feel them in my music, and those artists which I feel do that well are ones that I like to listen to, and people that are amazing at that, like Nina Simone or Jeff Buckley or something like that. And I think it's always been a goal of mine to be as close to my own feelings as possible in performing. Yeah, I think people who consider themselves fans of my music absolutely feel this, and identify probably with things that I'm trying to express. I think it's more analogous to just life in general, and being put in a position where you have to represent yourself and live in the moment. Sometimes in a studio, what you do is you're always trying to pretend you're living in the moment, and it's not really, it doesn't usually feel very, very authentic. For that reason alone, I prefer to perform live, just because it's in the moment. And sometimes stuff goes wrong, but it's much more exciting and rewarding. No, I don't. I think it would be easy to pick out like famous venues, but sometimes the most unsuspecting venues with the right audience can be the most sort of magical gigs. I'm satisfied with the end result of Pagodes, but ultimately it was a process that I didn't enjoy because it required so much undoing of things and reproducing. So, but this is something where I'm happy to move on to the next album and try and make it in the way much more pure way that I want to, without going back on myself, and just from start to finish and see it through. We made an album that was much more electronic, and then it came to a situation where everyone wanted, or the record company wanted us to reproduce it in a more acoustic way. So we basically had to remake the album. For me, it means being able to step forward, because I feel like a lot of the songs and the procedure in which we made the album were really holding me in place, holding me back. So to be able to keep working on it and not throw it away until we've finished it, and to be happy with it has now allowed me to think about moving forward and making the next record, which I already had written. I hope so. Yeah, I'm gonna, after I get back from tour, I'm gonna try and record it this summer. Maybe next year it'll be the next album. I think it will be different. Yeah, I think it will be more focused around a trio and more live, and yeah, I'm gonna have probably less electronic ambience on it. I don't really dare to dream beyond what's realistic, and I think I'm just happy I'm able to survive making music that I really love, and that for me is already like a dream. So yeah, I just keep doing it as best I can, and anything else that happens is a bonus.